Hey y'all. I know y'all said, "Oh Lord, what's Miss Monica doing today?" Anyway, what I'm doing, I'm putting on one of my costumes. I go to festivals and fairs and things, and I sell my jams and jellies and things like that. And I dress up, and that's part of who they know me by as Mama Monica. You never know how I'm going to dress. Sometimes I'm dressed in the 50s, which is mainly what I do. I do my 50s thing, I broke my glasses, but I put these on too. Hold on, let me see if I can get it on here so y'all can see how I look. Put my glasses on and say, I got to get the whole thing. Hold on. You gotta see this is cute. Now just pretend, okay, that I don't got no whole. But what I do is I wish y'all could see my little can here. I got my little can going too. But anyway, I'm known as Mama Monica, and they come for my jams and jellies and pickles and whatever, straight out of Mama Monica's kitchen, baby. And then sometimes I dress up in ball gowns, and I'm just having fun. Anyway, put that down. But anyway, you would think I'm trying to do something live right now. Let me take this off. I look so silly. But anyway, um, so I get to dress up and have fun. And I was also listening to some different music because I'm going to like different little parties and things. I'm trying to get out and go do things and not just sit at home on my spiritual journey. um, get out and start mingling more with people. And so I'm excited about that. But anyway, I'm trying to learn this song. I'm going to dress up kind of like this more. You see what I'm talking about. I'm going to sing the song at the next Christmas party. I think it'll be funny. Don't y'all laugh at me. I know you're going to laugh at me anyway. That's all right. I better put it where I can see her. Santa baby, just slip a little under a tree for me. You're so good girl, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, the 54 convertible to light blue. I wait up for you, dear Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. That there I could be just as good. You check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Anyway, let me stop this. I'm gonna keep playing with it. I thought that would be fun, but I'm just starting to play with it right now. But I think it would be fun. And I'm getting ready to go over to Baker Creek and do like a little demonstration there, with the folks buying, Christmas gifts, and hopefully I can kind of sell one of my baskets there. But anyway, I don't even know why I'm sharing this. I thought it would just, I don't know. I'm just sharing my journey. That's what it was. I just wanted to say that I'm not just sitting here, in the corner going, no, moringue, No. Matter of fact, last night I went to a square dance. Um, and most of the people there were starseeds. And they were all dressed all different kinds of ways. We had one guy there with a kilt on, barefoot. I don't think he had no drawers on under there. And we had others that were dressed like pioneer women and clogging people in red rodeo wear, and I was dressed like Shaka Zulus with that multicolored outfit that I had on, and it was just a very odd mix of people all congregated together that you would not normally see in the wild. And it's because the star seeds are we're finding each other. Matter of fact, I met someone last night, and matter of fact, you guys are going to be hearing about her. Um, she an amazing young woman. I'll keep it quiet because I hadn't talked to her yet, but she's a singer. She's an ex-JW pioneer, uh, very devout family. Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to get her on. Anyway, but it'll be up to her. But anyway, I was talking about star seeds, like a bat. I forget. But I was talking about star seeds finding each other, and I'm finding that more and more and more. It seems like the more people that I come in contact with, is like we just instantly know that um, we just know. That's the only way I can describe it. And yeah, just this awakening thing and star seeds finding each other. That stuff is real, y'all. That is so real. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that. I just wanted to kind of touch base and just another day in the life of Monica on this journey. Again, I'm not just sitting in the corner, chanting or whatever. I do listen to a lot of YouTube videos, and I do a lot of reading, research, and trying to piece information together. And again, more information is just coming, and it's just coming, and it's just coming. Um, yeah. Anyway, so what y'all call this look today? I think this one I'll call is kind of like Eartha Kitt meets Etta James at with Betty Crocker and Betty White with a sprinkling of June Cleaver. Anyway, you know, and I was thinking too, thinking about reaching out to Jehovah's Witnesses again, and ones that are thinking about coming into that organization. I'm like, y'all better not, y'all better not get into this organization, because when you turn 62 years old, this is what happens to you. You get on YouTube and you put on a blonde wig and some false eyelashes, and you go stone cold crazy. Well, it's fun, y'all. It's fun. It is so funny that when I first started did this channel, it was, again, I don't even know why I pressed that button. Um, Again, it has been a journey from where I started to where I am now. I cracked myself up. Um, but anyway, yeah, this is fun, y'all. And someone mentioned to me that actually several people mentioned to me that wanted to know what I wanted to be when I was a little girl, and I was the child Yeah, I was that one. That the in our family, Lynn, if you watching, I wonder if Lynn watching. That's my niece, Lynn. She lives in Texas, and I don't even know if she follows my YouTube. I told her that it was there, and she told me I was crazy for doing it a couple of years ago. So I don't know if she's following me or not. But if you're watching, Lynn, you remember what this is. When we see somebody that wasn't wrapped up too tight, or was too fries short of a Happy Meal, or their elevator didn't go to the top floor, we just look at each other. We go like this. And what did that mean? That meant in our family, when we did like this, he got a touch. A touch of what? Okay, my grandma is coming in my head. My grandmother. That's another thing. I'm wondering again if each time that I think about my grandmother, her voice seems to come. So I'm wondering if I'm manifesting her myself, or is that her spirit, her speaking somehow through me, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, if my grandmother thought that you weren't wrapped up too tight, or you were a little bit slow, or something wasn't quite right with you, she would call you a little bit, baby, let me tell you. She said, you know that child over there, baby? She said, he good. He got a good heart, chef. His heart is good, 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 good. Jehovah gonna bless him. Jehovah gonna bless him, yeah. But he little touched. He touched. He touched in the head, chef. But he can't help it. He can't help it. But you gotta watch him with this and that. You gotta watch him with this and that, chef. Because when they touch like that, they might go off. I'm telling you. My grandma. Mama, how you doing, Mama? Anyway, when I was a little girl, no, I was saying what that means. We were talking about touched people. So my sister, and I was talking about Lynn. I go way off. I told y'all. But I was talking about Lynn. So Lynn, if you're watching, remember this is what we used to do when somebody we thought was off, a little bit touched. We would go like that. That's all we'd have to do. Or if we were sitting in the Kingdom Hall and we couldn't let nobody know what we were talking about, we would just sit there in the hall like this. We just put our finger up like this and kind of nudge each other and go like that. If the person on this side was acting kind of cuckoo, or the one who was on this side, it would go either this way, go, or this other way. Now, if they was stone cold crazy, my niece would just take a whole shelf. She just anyway. I kind of miss her too. I don't know why we don't talk, because she never believed in the whole Jehovah thing. She always thought that was a bunch of bull crap. Even when I was hot and heavy on her, oh Lynn, you got to believe. You got to make the truth your own. How that song go? Why do we want to sing it? It's gonna get me triggered. Um, but she never believed that. But I'm still perplexed as to why we don't communicate. Now we and when we do talk, we just take up where we left off. It could be that's just how we are. Um, but I kind of think it's because of my spiritual journey too. I talk about it all the time. She think I'm crazy, and actually, I got to do this too before I get up. I'm 14. Oh, I got a little bit of time. Um, I'm just going to make this one real short though, because it's just a rambling one. But I'm gonna take this opportunity again to say to my sister, Phyllis, if you're watching me, sister, you've been on my mind. Sister, we're two of a kind and you're my sister. I forgot the words, but I love you, Phyllis. I hope you see this. I'm going to keep doing this and doing it and doing it and doing it. And one day you're gonna hear this. You know what? When I did that, I kind of looked like Doris Day for a second there. Hey, said I, whatever will be, will be. The future's not us to see. Hey, can no. Hey, no. Que será, que será. Yeah, Miss Monica has lost her mind here in the Ozarks. But I'm having fun. This is my journey. This is stuff that I've wanted to do. That's why I got off. See, that's what happened. See, it's another thing. Anybody that's studying with Jehovah's Witnesses, I grew up in this faith and I never got a chance to reach out for stuff that I was passionate about because it was bad and it was worldly. It was bad and it was worldly. And you should devote all of your time to Jehovah. Why waste your time and go do all that stuff in Satan's world? It's passing away. So I never got to do all this fun stuff. I never went to prom. Couldn't participate in even choir in school, even debate in school. Couldn't do none of that stuff because of this cult. And it's so jacked up that this cult took so much from my youth. Now, I'm not like a lot of other witnesses, especially the ones that went straight from home, like 17, 18 years old, directly into Bethel. And they spent their whole lives there. And then when the organization got tired of them, they just told them that Jehovah, the channel, and told them that their services were no longer needed and to go back out into the world and bring more sheep to the fold. But they had to get out of Dodge. Now, these people spent their whole lives there, no education, and now they're old. A lot of them are sick. And they said, peace out. So they're out there fending for themselves. Ones who are studying with the witnesses or thinking about getting baptized, or even ones that are in. Did you know this stuff? Did you know any of this? I don't know if you do. And I've had a couple of people, I'm going to keep talking for a little bit. I've had quite a few people want to know exactly what was the defining factor for me to question what are the specific doctrines that caused me to wake up or caused me to doubt the religion, caused me to question. And I can't say that it was any particular one thing that that caused me to wake up. Well, yes, it was a little bit, but I always, from childhood, I always had this feeling that this religion was a bunch of crap. And I struggled because part of me was thinking this is a bunch of crap. And then the other part of me is saying, well, what if? Or what if they're right? What if I am missing something? What if something is wrong with me and it's not them? And I just have to work harder to be more like them. And for a while there, I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. And it never set right with me. So again, what actually really was a catalyst for me, like confirming was the 607 BCE prophecy that Jehovah's Witnesses, the governing body, pushes. That is the date of the fall of Jerusalem. And the fall of Jerusalem, according to Jehovah's Witnesses, they believe it happened in 607 BCE. But most of the world, historians and record keepers, have a totally different date. I want to say it's 575. So there's a difference there. And I started thinking, oh, so why is it that only witnesses believe this date in the entire world? What's up with that? So I started researching more. That's when I found the ties to Freemasonry. And Charles Taze Russell was into pyramidology. That's where he had all these dates, certain numbers, when certain things were going to happen. And then further research, I discovered that not only was Charles Taze Russell was a Freemason, but his father was a Freemason as well, 33-degree Masons. So there's a long history there. And then I was one of them, Jehovah's Witnesses, that fought tooth and nail. Jehovah's organization does not have anything to do with Freemason. Nothing at all. But again, once you start doing that research, guys, even the blue JW org, the blue sign is a Freemason symbol. The levels that you go in to graduate in the ministry, you start studying, then you become an unbaptized publisher. Then you become a baptized publisher. Then eventually you start moving up. And by the time you get up to become a pioneer, then you get that blue book. The same way the degrees are in Freemasonry. So the witnesses out there that keep denying it, have you really did your research? Because it's so simple, just on a computer like I did. Maybe you won't shake as bad as I did the first time I checked, but I'm telling you, active witnesses. My first video, when I first did my research, I was scared to death that Jehovah was going to strike me dead. It didn't happen. So I'm telling you, it's safe. It's safe. Do your research. Do your research and keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Do your research. Compose yourself. Unless you just can't take it. You want to scream to the world like me did. But again, my recommendation is, as you start researching, you're going to find out stuff about this organization that's going to blow your mind. Because again, I can't say I was born in. My parents, my first meeting was like about 4. I was like 3, 4 years old. So I was basically born in. So it's all I knew. So, see, I lost my thought there about what I was trying to say. But that's what I was going with. Once you start uncovering, I was born in this, or the truth, as they call it. And there's a lot of things that I didn't know. And I'm 62 years old now. And I'm just learning things about this organization that I feel were purposefully hidden from us. Now, I'm sure at some point the organization is going to come out and say, we never told them they couldn't research on the internet. The same way they told us that the end of the world wasn't coming in 1975. And all the old timers out there, we know better. We know better. So, yeah. So again, I'm doing more and more of these videos directed at Jehovah's Witnesses because that was the religion that I was in. That's the religion that caused me so much pain and continues to cause me pain. But because of this religion, I cannot have a relationship with my sister, nor my niece, nor my great niece, nor a lot of my family because of this religion. So this is my journey. And I mentioned, on another video a while back that I wasn't going to talk about Jehovah's Witness stuff anymore. But I feel the need to continue to every once in a while bring this up again because I'm having a lot of witnesses pleading with me to come back to Jehovah. And I'm having a lot of people who are interested that are studying, that are listening, and they're beginning to do their research as well. And that's what this is about. I don't want anyone else to have to go through this unnecessarily. Again, people will tell me again all the time, how could you be so stupid to be in a cult? I was born in this mess. I was born in that mess because I'm not in it anymore. But I was born in that mess. And that religion caused me problems my entire life, and it continues to cause me problems. So I'm on my journey, my own journey, but I feel that a bit of activism as I go is warranted. Absolutely. So if you guys have any specific questions, I hope that answered you guys' question about what specifically was the catalyst for me. And it was that whole 607 BCE thing and saying that Christ has already come and he came in 1914. He came invisibly. Figure that one out. When you do, let me know. And if there's any active witnesses watching this, and you're not supposed to, hit me up and help me to understand. Because again, the last time I tried to get it, it was with the elders and the elders' wives. And finally, they told me that I needed to pray to Jehovah. And ultimately, the Holy Spirit would come on me and I would understand that bull caca. So anyway, this is kind of long for a rambling video. But anyway, I think I'm going to continue to do this and actually, if I can ever get this live thing going. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. The people that I met last night, she's a videographer. My Starseed sister and Starseed brother are videographers. Go figure. I told you. We're coming together, babies. We're coming together. So they're going to help me learn how to do all this and set me up and do my super chat and all that other stuff that you guys have been asking me to do. And we're going to have fun. I kind of like this. I hope you guys like it as well. But anyway, keep your vibrations high. Be that light. Every opportunity that you can. Also take target practice on a torso, like about an 8 foot. Imagine an 8 foot person. And actually, I'm going to do that. I don't know if YouTube's going to flag me for that or not. I better research that because what I want to do is I was watching Jeff yesterday, and he was talking about the reptilians and what if I live in the woods? Okay, y'all know I live in the woods. What if I hear a big rustling in the trees, and it turns out to be a 7 or 8 foot reptilian ET, whatever you want to call them. And I believe that there are other entities out there, and I do believe at some point they're going to start manifesting. We're going to see things. I believe that. So anyway, Jeff had his guest speaker was talking about he has some inside information about how the anatomy of these reptilian creatures. And when we target practice, when I go out to the gun range, I'm out there, with my gun and I'm shooting, for this area. I know it sounds graphic, but shooting in that area for self-defense. That's is self-defense for me. And I just want to be a responsible gun owner. So I'm practicing. And but he said that if it's one of these alien creatures, he says if you start shooting them and your gun, you start trying to protect yourself and you tell them stop and they keep coming at you, you start going at that front, the center, like you've been trained to do. But if they keep coming at you, it's probably one of them reptilians. And they have two hearts. I know somebody that clicked off of here again. This is so funny to me. This is so funny because I'm saying what I want. I believe this stuff, but it sounds crazy as hell to me too. But I would keep saying it. But anyway, if it is, after you try to shoot the thing and it's still coming at you, if it's one of those things that had two hearts. So what Jeff suggested, as you imagine a circle, a smiley face on his chest right there. So and you shoot him, shoot him in his eyes on the smiley face, and you'll get him like in the pit. So you want to shoot his pits off. And I'm being serious, guys, because they were being serious. Now I'm laughing at this, but just in case, make a mental note. Because I'm looking at the grooming that's happening here, like the whole zombie apocalypse, people walking around, the Walking Dead, and people coming out the woods, and you got to cut their heads off, and all kinds of grotesqueness. Again, I don't know if this is prophecy or if it's scripted prophecy. Is this something that um, the playbook put in there to have us primed that we're going to see this stuff, so everything will fall into place according to those scriptures, or something else? But again, just in case, because I'm not dismissing anything. Again, I'm not believing 100% everything. I'm taking in knowledge, I'm taking in information, and I'm just putting it in and listening to the inside. And something told me to listen to this. Whether you use this information or whether we have to use this information or not, whatever. But anyway, according to the guest speaker that was there, these reptilian creatures have two hearts, uh, like in the armpit area. So if a situation did happen that way, the pits on both sides here. And also, I think he mentioned that these creatures have an extra large liver. That's why he said, you imagine the smiley face like that, pit, pit, and a big old smile, and just did it tat, tat, tat. That smile. I know that sounds so graphic and mean. And I'm not against any race beings at all. And even the beings, if the whole thing of the Anunnaki enslaving us, genetically modifying us, excuse me, excuse me, even if all that is true, whatever the truth is, I forgive Inky. I forgive Enlil. I forgive everyone who's ever harmed me in any way. And I would hope that everyone that I've ever harmed in any way, that you will forgive me. Because forgiving me, you forgive yourself. Now that I believe is the words of that anointed one. The one that most people call Yeshua. Yeah, I do believe those words. But anyway, let me get off of here. Now 36 minutes. Till later, my babies. Be the light. 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 And keep your vibrations high. Till next time, my babies.